Are we there yet?
Mom, Adam won't stop hitting me.
Are we there yet?
Well, here we are. We find ourselves today in Casper, Wyoming. I told you that I was going to have segments throughout our journey across America. And so today we find ourselves in Casper, Wyoming, at the beautiful home of my sister, Gigi Schatza. And she has agreed to join me today and be a part of our little podcast adventure as I give her an opportunity to tell you a little bit about her and about some of the things that she enjoys doing in her life, a little bit about her occupation, and why in the world she chose to live in Casper, Wyoming. But before we get there, I want to just share a couple things about the wonderful city of Casper. Casper, Wyoming is a bustling city of about how many do you think?
50.
About 50,000 people. And I want you to know that there's a very interesting point of fact that you will be better off knowing by the time we get done with this interview today. And that is this. Did you know that Casper, Wyoming is the largest producer of kitty litter in the entire world? Did you know that? How would you like to have the reputation of being the largest producer of kitty litter in the whole wide world? Bentonite, which is the main ingredient in kitty litter, is mined here and produced here and processed here. And so kitties all across the world will have a better place to do their business. All right, so I thought you might enjoy that little tidbit of information. Also, I want you to know that Casper, Wyoming, its main industry is the energy industry. It produces and refines oil, gas, and coal, and that is the main industry here, and that's why many people live in the proximity of this wonderful town in the middle of nowhere. Well, actually, it seems like it's in the middle of nowhere. If you drive into Casper, you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, and then you come over the hill, and then all of a sudden, bang! There's Casper, Wyoming. You'd never expect a big city to be, well, I wouldn't call it a big city, but you'd never expect a city to be perched in this particular part of the world. But it is at the base of the infamous Mount Casper. And I don't know what the elevation is, but it's probably about 2,000 feet. It's more of a hill than a mountain if you've come from the Pacific Northwest. So they like to declare it to be their mountain, and so we're going to give them that claim to fame. So anyways, we are glad to be able to be here, and I just want to take a moment and just introduce you to my sister, Gigi, and her name, last name is Schatza, and she has agreed to be tormented for a few minutes by me. I just want to give you a little insights about who she is and why in the world she found herself in Casper, Wyoming. So, Gigi, tell me a little bit as to why you chose to live here, being that you grew up in the beautiful Pacific Northwest with all 5 of us kids. You end up in Casper. Why is that?
Well, actually, what happened was we were getting out of the military and we had to choose a place to live. And we didn't have a state to call our own anymore after 24 years. And we came back here with the death of Mark's mother. And that was just several months before we were actually getting out of the military. And we were just driving around in this town, and I looked at the mountain and, well, your hill, my mountain.
Yes.
And it was full of snow and it was beautiful. And I just looked at Mark and said, why not here?
Why not here?
And he had family here and we had to go somewhere.
Yes.
So we were running out of time and we thought we'd stay here for 5 years, and now we've been here 30.
30 years.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess this is your home now.
I guess it is.
Yeah. So I heard something interesting about Mark that I didn't know, that he actually began his life in Casper for the first 6 years of his life.
He did live here, yeah. He was born in Minnesota.
Oh, he was?
Yes, he was born in Minnesota and actually spent most of his childhood in Riverton, Wyoming, which is over on the Indian reservation. And that was a little too small for me.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a hill, mountain. And we have everything here. We have a lake, we have a river, we have places to camp. And if you want to go anywhere different, you're right, we're in the middle of nowhere.
You're in the middle of nowhere, yes.
But we also don't fight the traffic, so.
That is true. That is true. So, so tell me a little bit about Mark, my brother-in-law, your husband. Tell me about his service in the military.
Yeah, 24 years. That's when I met him. He was 17 and I was 14. And we met through a Christian program, actually, where my parents would take in soldiers for the weekends that were in basic training. And we kind of met through that. And with his military career, he went up to first sergeant in Germany and was in charge of, I think, about 250 people. And never had to go to war, so we're really thankful for that, but had a good career.
Yep. And he ended up retiring at E8, is that right? Right, E7?
We got here in 96, I think it was. Yeah, so that's when we retired.
Okay, very good. Well, we thank you, and we certainly thank Mark for your service to our country. So also, you also have another talent that you've had the entirety of your life. Our mother was a piano teacher, and she taught piano for many, many years, and taught my older brother piano, and taught my sister piano, and was in the process of teaching me piano. And I actually took 3 years of piano lessons. But by the time my mom got to the third child, she was so tired of trying to hound us to practice that she kind of gave up on me, or I gave up on her. I can't really tell which way it went, but I kick myself to this day that I did not continue the piano lessons that were free and available to me. But my sister, on the other hand, she capitalized on that. So tell us a little bit about how piano has become an important part of your life.
Well, like you said, Mom taught, and her mom taught too. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did know that.
So I'm third generation, and Mom would get too many students, and she would get tired of teaching all the beginners. So when I was 14, she started handing them over to me. So I was a student teacher under here for about 3 years, I think. And kind of learn the ropes that way. And it's just my love. It's what I love to do. So I still have students.
Yeah. And
still
have students. So how many years you've been teaching then, all told?
Then you know how old I am.
That's okay.
Since I was 14.
Since you were 14,
yeah,
okay.
Since I was 14.
And let me see. And I'm 64, and she's 4 years older than I am.
Do this to the math?
So you can figure it out from there. Okay. So, anyways. Okay, well, that's great. So is there one story that you could tell about your piano career that stands out above every other?
Well, there's a couple, but one of my favorites is I had a student come up to me one day and tell me that she would like to learn furry leaves. She wanted to learn how to play furry leaves.
Furry leaves.
And she meant Beethoven's Furry Leaves, of course, but she wanted to play furry leaves.
Okay.
Really cute.
That's cute. Did she accomplish that feat?
She did.
Oh,
yes,
very good. Very good. Furry Leaves.
Furry Leaves.
So all you Beethoven lovers, we got a new title out there called Furry Leaves.
Yes.
Okay. Well, very good. Now, my sister has a lot of talent, and one of the other talents that she has developed over the course of many years, and I want to share with you, because one of the things that she does with for the family is she remembers all the siblings' birthdays, but not just the siblings, not just the 5 of us, but also the grandkids and cousins and I don't know how far-reaching this ministry is, but this truly is a ministry, and she has developed this tremendous talent of making cards. I don't want to just call them greeting cards, because it's more than a greeting card. These are works of art. Literally, these are works of art. And I can always look forward on my birthday, looking in the mailbox and seeing one of her latest creations come. And these are treasured mementos for me that I keep in a very important place in my home. And when we arrived here, on my pillow was another card. And I wanted to share this card with you because it's probably one of the most amazing ones that I've seen her make. And on it, it says, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men," Matthew 4:19. And so I want to show you this card, if you can see it. This is the card, and then it opens up. And as you open it up, you can see all of these amazing details to this card. Close it down, and then open it up, and there it is. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Yeah, and she does this for all of the kids, grandkids, and keeps her really busy.
Yeah, she's busy.
And so much so that, and she enjoys it so much that she also now teaches other people how to do it. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, my girlfriend and I been making cards together for about 10 years, and we started a card making business, and we give classes downstairs in my basement and teach other people how to do this, and it blesses them too. And it's not only that, it's like after COVID, we all wanted to have gatherings,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we realized that we didn't have enough contact with other women. So it's kind of a girls' day,
Uh-huh.
you know, and the cards, they bless a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then when I make the sample cards for the class, I always have a lot of leftovers. So I assemble all the leftovers and I donate them all to hospice.
To hospice.
To hospice. And I also make,
Wow.
every year I make at least 100 Christmas cards for hospice. On
Wow.
top of the ones that I do for the family. And the reason I do this is because hospice has been good to me. We have a really good organization of it here, and it took really good care of my mom and my brother-in-law and
Mhm.
several people I know. So
Yeah.
I wanted to give back,
Yeah.
you know, to them.
Well, that's terrific. That's what a ministry that is.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it blesses. I know it blesses me, and I'm sure it just blesses everybody who receives these cards. And the beautiful thing about it is that these cards arrive at the most difficult times in people's lives, oftentimes, and
They do
can really bring strong encouragement in very dark times. So all of these cards are basically rays of sunshine to everybody who receives them. I certainly know they are for me. So another fascinating detail to your life. I also wanted to take a moment and here's she has just this is proof that she has a copy of my book, Immovable Object, Unstoppable Force, and I'm excited today to be able to interview her a little bit and have her share a little bit about what she thinks about my book. And so tell me a little bit about your progress in my book.
Well, I got it from you when? About 8 weeks ago?
Something like that.
Yes. I'm on page 9.
8 weeks
8 weeks.
ago.
Yes. I'm on page 9.
And she's on page 9.
Yes.
So that's an average of about 1 page a day.
Well, I don't do
No, that's
speed
even.
reading. But the reason that I haven't gotten very far into it yet is because it's to be highly contemplated when you're reading it. And I found that I couldn't just sit down and read it. I had to read it and think what I was reading as I was doing it so that I would understand you.
Ah,
And the reason that I'm so excited to read the whole thing is to get to know you better.
yes, and you
My main
definitely will.
goal.
You definitely will.
Yep.
So many testimonies about my life are in the book, and it definitely, if you want to know who I am, read the book,
And I'm
because
excited to read it. I really am.
it's the essence of who I am, both as a guy as well as a follower of Christ. So So very good. So she's got to page 9. So we're going to pray for Gigi that she's going to be able to find the time in her busy retired life. Well, she's not really retired, I guess. I guess Mark's retired, but Gigi is still serving in an occupation. But she's going to find time. I just know it, and she's going to read my book. On a serious note, for just a moment, and I don't want to bring the temperature down here, but about 4 months ago, no, 5 months ago, we lost. What's that?
March 1st.
On March 1st, we lost my sister Julie. Many of you know, and to a tragic. Wasn't an accident. It was just a tragic end to her life. And I won't go into the details of that right now, but it's been really difficult for all of us in the family. And one of the difficult things for us as siblings, there's 5 of us in the family, and Julie is the first of the 5 to go home to be with Jesus, and it was really traumatic for all of us, especially the suddenness of it all, the unexpected nature of it. And the difficult thing was that because we are so spread out across the country, with my brother in Kansas, my sister in Casper, my daughter, or my other sister Julie, she was in New York at the time, and then my other brother and myself are in the Pacific Northwest, and so we were all spread out, and so unfortunately none of us have had the opportunity of getting together and actually mourning her loss together as a family. That's one of the tragedies of being so spread out as a family. But yet at the same time, I'm also very blessed because all of us siblings have always kept a close relationship. And I've told you a little bit about that before. And I'm so thankful for that. And so I just wanted to take a minute and just acknowledge the loss, but also the life that she lived. And Julie was a tremendous person, and she was a loving, caring person, and she loved her grandkids. She so loved her grandkids. And so I just wanted to take just a minute, and because of the fact that we haven't been able to get together, and just ask you, Gigi, what was the thing that impacted you the most in this sudden loss of our sister?
Probably wondering if I was a good enough sister to her, and looking back and wondering, did I do everything, with and for my sister that I could? And were my last words to her good, and were they kind? And I think I did the best I could, with all that. And it makes you think to be in the moment more, and to think about what you say to people, and to think about, all of these things, because the last words to her were kind, and I'm glad for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad for that.
Yeah. Julie struggled with alcohol, and that I haven't made that a secret. And as a pastor, I have very strong feelings about the use of alcohol, and because I've seen it take the life of so many people so tragically, and it's destroyed so many families and ended so many marriages. Now, ultimately, the diagnosis was ultimately a cardiac episode that she had, brought on, unfortunately, by the excessive use of alcohol. That was the cause of death, as they determined. And but anyways, my sister was a great person, and I just want all of you to know just what a loss it was to us as a family, but also the celebration of knowing that she's now with her Heavenly Father in God's glory. She was devout. She was a devoted Catholic. Gave tremendous amounts of time to her parish in Louisiana. I believe it is where she was living. And
She saved a lot of souls too.
yeah, and she saved a lot of souls
She did.
and encouraged a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that is evident by all of the outpouring of love that has come from all of the people she worked with and friends that she had. And so we just want to acknowledge her and celebrate her life with all of you, because she was truly a blessing to us. And that it just allows us to take pause, like Gigi says, and be in the moment. Be in the moment to be able to recognize the importance of the people in your life, the people in our life, and that we don't know whether we have a tomorrow. And so we need to do the best we can to live for today. And that's why I think this Casper trip that we've taken and this road trip that we've taken is so important, to be able to just spend some time with our family and renew our relationships and friendships and exchange love again and make sure that we live in the moment. Amen? Okay, so we're going to close this interview down, but one more thing I want to show you that I just found out about. And just as Gigi is talented with these beautiful cards that she makes, my brother-in-law Mark was not going to be outdone.
There you go.
And so he got busy, and he also developed a hobby of making these. What would you call these, Gigi? Wood creations?
Yeah, this laser cut.
These are laser cut
Wood things.
laser cut wood things. And you can see the tremendous detail. He uses a laser cutter and programs it all into a computer, and then gets these things all cut out and assembles, and his sister does the painting and the assembly of many of these, and they're just tremendous. This is just one that I wanted to show you today. This is Squatchy. And Squatchy is from Deadwood. This Squatchy is from Deadwood, and South Dakota. And so I just wanted to show you these, and we got a whole bunch of these that they're going to bless us with, and we're going to spread these around to other people. And anyway, so, well, that's about all I wanted to discuss today in our interview, and I really appreciate, Gigi, you being here and just spending a little bit of time in this interview. And we're going to continue to venture out tomorrow. We're going to be leaving bright and early, hopefully around 6 a.m. We've got a long journey ahead of us, about 850 miles. And the next time you hear from us, we should be in Ottawa, Kansas, with my brother and his wife, Gayla. And so we're going to sign off for now. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this little interview. And yeah, I hope that God blesses you real big this week. And that's all I have to say. God bless you.